The first time the house whispered my name, I thought it was my imagination. Ethan. The voice was soft, almost kind, like someone calling you home. I froze in the middle of the hallway. The floor creaked under my feet even though I hadn't moved. I was alone. At least, I believed I was. Blackwood House stood at the edge of Ravenhill town, old and massive, surrounded by dead trees and silence. The rent was unbelievably cheap. People said the place was cursed, but I didn't care. I needed a place to stay. The landlord had warned me while handing over the keys. Just don't stay in the West Wing after midnight. I laughed back then. I wasn't laughing now. That night, I locked myself in my room. Sleep didn't come easily. Every shadow felt alive. Somewhere deep inside the house, something moved. The next morning, I found a notebook on my desk. It wasn't there before. The cover was old and cracked, the pages yellow with age. My hands trembled as I opened it. Day 1. He has arrived. He doesn't remember yet. My heart started racing. I turned the page. Day 12. He still believes his name is Ethan. Day 21. The house is getting impatient. The last entry was dated yesterday. Day 47. Tonight he will start hearing us. I slammed the notebook shut. Someone was messing with me. It had to be a sick joke. But deep down, I knew this house was watching me. That evening, I went into town desperate for answers. Ravenhill was small, quiet, and uncomfortable, like it didn't want visitors. Inside a cafe, an old woman dropped her cup the moment she saw me. Coffee spilled everywhere. "It's you," she whispered. "I'm sorry," I said. "Do I know you?" Her face turned pale. "You shouldn't be here." "Not again." "What do you mean again?" She grabbed my wrist tightly. "You died in that house." I pulled back, shaken. "That's not funny." "They buried you 40 years ago," she said, her voice breaking. I left the cafe before she could say anything else. That night, the house grew louder. Footsteps echoed above me. Doors opened and closed on their own. Whispers slid through the walls like smoke. "Ethan. Ethan." At midnight, I walked toward the West Wing. The air was freezing. At the end of the corridor stood a black door, scratched and damaged, as if something had tried to escape from inside. I pushed it open. It was a child's bedroom. Toys covered in dust. A small bed. And carved deep into the wall, "Ethan Blackwood." My head exploded with memories. Fire, screaming, my mother crying, my father shouting. I fell to my knees. "I remember." I whispered. This wasn't just a house. It was my house. 40 years ago, I lived here. My father believed houses could remember people. He experimented with emotions, pain, and memory itself. He used me. The night the house burned, I never escaped. I died screaming in that room. But my soul stayed. The house rebuilt itself around my memory. And when I grew weak, it searched for a body to return to. Mine. The whispers turned angry. The walls stained dark. The portraits smiled. Doors slammed shut. "You are home," the house said. I ran to the front door. Locked. The notebook appeared in my hands again. Day 48. He remembers. Now he must stay. I won't. I screamed. The floor cracked beneath me. The house didn't want to kill me. It wanted to keep me forever. Morning came. The landlord opened the door for a new tenant. The house was silent. Calm. On the desk lay a black notebook. The first page was blank. Then words appeared slowly. Day 1, he has arrived. He doesn't remember yet. And somewhere deep inside Blackwood House, I screamed, but no one heard me.